Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Running in Japan. I'm your host Mark Antibate, coming at you from beautiful Chiba Port, right next to Chiba Port Tower, right here in Chiba City, Japan. I have another versus video for you, another head-to-head comparison. We're going to find out which shoe is better between the Nike Vaporfly 4 and the Adidas Adizero EVO SL. Let's find out. Now, obviously you guys had seen the singles review over both of these shoes, and I like both of them, and they kind of tear up my legs to an extent, but they're still good shoes. They're made for very strong runners, but we're going to find out which one of these two shoes, pitting them head to head, which one is going to come out on top today. All right, the first thing that we're going to do is talk price. I bought both of these shoes right here inside of Japan. This one right here approximately cost me 30,000 Japanese yen, and this one cost me approximately 20,000 Japanese yen, meaning that this one cost 10,000 yen more. So when it comes to the weight of both of these shoes, the Nike comes in at 190 grams or 6.7 ounces for men's US 10, and the Adizero EVO SL comes in at 224 grams or 7.9 ounces for a men's US 9. So this is coming in at one size larger, and this is one size smaller, and even still being at the smaller size, it weighs more than the Nike. So this is definitely going to be a lot more lightweight. The feeling running inside of this is like wearing socks is what it feels like. It's almost as if you have nothing on your foot at all. This one, even though it's a little bit heavier, it's still extremely lightweight. And I use this as a tempo and interval type shoe for my speed workouts. I use them both for that purpose, but this one is especially good for that. This is no slouch. And again, even though this one weighs more, it is definitely a lot more comfortable and forgiving on the foot, because as you can see, I'm a little bit of an overpronator. This has so much more heel inside of it that you can get that's going to land on the ground, whereas this one is missing so much inside of the back, and when you're landing on your heel, it might not be so forgiving if you come around the corner very sharp, as you guys can see. And here we are taking a look at just how much platform is going to be making contact with the ground when you're running in both of these shoes. So the Adidas are definitely going to be a lot more stable. Even though both of these shoes are ultra lightweight, there is another differentiator inside of here that's going to separate these two shoes. The Nike, as you guys all know, this one has a carbon plate inside, and the Adidas Adizero EVO SL is naturally aspirated, meaning that there is no carbon plate inside of this shoe. All the power and the rebound that you're getting is completely from the foam and from your muscles. I feel so much safer running inside of these shoes right here. Even as we compare the landing patterns here, let's just assume that we're heel strikers. There's so much more platform back here, and it's so much more firmer, whereas this is completely soft and squishy on this here Nike, and you only have so much of it. This one, your landing pattern, you just kind of roll into it and you roll off. So this is extremely nice how they kind of have this curvature here. Well, they have a little bit of a curvature on the Nike, but it's not as pronounced as it is on the Adidas. All right, so I guess we really don't want to hear too much more talking about this. I guess the last thing that we really have to do to find out which is going to be the ultimate winner between the two of these, we're just going to have to put them on and see which one is better. So I just finished doing a 100-meter dash inside of both of these shoes, and to say the least, they're very comparable. It was such a short distance to race that it was hard to really determine much of anything from that, but there was still a winner. The Nike Vaporfly 4 was 1 second faster, but I believe even if distance wasn't an issue if I ran a longer distance, such as 5 kilometers. I still think the Nike Vaporfly 4 would win that head-to-head, but there are trade-offs and advantages and disadvantages to both. With the Nike Vaporfly 4, I found that the impact, the foot-to-ground impact, was a lot more harsher. It felt like I was, I had a very thin layer between my foot and the road and the landing, and you could feel every bit of it. So if you did not build up callus on your feet and your feet are not strong enough, you're going to feel every bit of that. But I did not have any pain inside of my legs whatsoever. Now, on the flip side of that, I noticed that when I was running in the Adizero EVO SL, that my feet felt very comforted. They were very well taken care of, but when I was making impacts to the ground with these, I noticed that my shins were hurting a little bit. So, do you want your legs to hurt or do you want your feet to hurt? Now, I'm not sure how good that was for my muscles with the EVO SL. I mean, maybe they're supposed to feel that way, but during the run itself, it just felt a little bit strange. And I did not have that strange feeling sensation when I was doing the all-out sprint inside of the Nikes with my legs or with my shins whatsoever. I still do enjoy using both of them at the track very much equally. I mean, they're both good in their own right, and it's really hard to determine a winner just based on feeling because they give you different sensations. But ultimately, it's up to you which one you think is going to be better for you.